and welcome to day 16 of Vlogmas. Day 16 of Vlogmas is special because this is the day every year when we answer our time capsule questions. So we've answered these same questions now. I think this will be the 4th year. We're answering the same questions. You can go back and watch the videos from previous years and compare them. Question 1. Where are you now?
Kirkland, Washington.
Yep.
Not Redmond, not Bellevue.
Kirkland. 2. What is the date?
December 16th, 2021.
Nope. 3. What is the weather like?
It's cold.
It's cold, but it's not like freezing cold.
It's 39 degrees.
And it's been kind of drizzling all day. It did snow for 5 minutes like 2 days ago, randomly. But none of it stuck, and then it just turned into rain after like 5 minutes. Oh well.
Didn't even notice.
We have had a ridiculous amount of wind this year. Super like wind storms. It's just going crazy, blowing all the branches like out of our trees. 4. What's the last movie you saw?
We just watched.
We just watched The Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
That was new for you, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
I know that we've watched it together before. I just don't know if you ever like actually watched it.
Well, I was.
You were like asleep this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know if you watched it this time. But it was good. And before that, we watched Happy Christmas, which was not a happy Christmas, was not happy, and was not about Christmas. Oh well. 5. What's the last movie you loved? I really, really liked 8-Bit Christmas. I was surprised because I knew absolutely nothing about it going in, but like, it spoke to me. It was a good movie. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Fine. I'll also go with 8-Bit Christmas.
Okay.
Okay.
6. What music are you enjoying right now? I don't know. I don't really enjoy like listening to music for music's sake, like Chase does as much right now. So actually like I found a lot of kind of more like background music on YouTube, and I'll put that on while I'm doing other things. Mostly a lot of like Nintendo like background video game music mixes and things like that. I really like Shadow at Noon. Her mixes on YouTube are pretty good for those. In the car, I've been listening to Christmas music this year. Chase is our resident music lover though. What have you been listening to, Chase man?
Still listening to the radios.
On YouTube music?
I don't know, I discovered some new music this year. Listened to a lot of Missio and 21 Pilots, and Unlike Pluto, Grandson, Jensen, 8 Graves, a lot of obscure artists.
I can't really have music on while I'm working too much or like needing to think really, really hard. Chase has music on all day.
All day.
All day, every day.
Who are you in love with?
I'm in love with Chase Kragenbrink. Who are you in love with?
Katie Kragenbrink. Why is this question on here?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a you answer it to yourself time capsule and then like dig it in the ground and put it in there and oh my god, look who my crush was back then or something like that. Oh.
What do you wish you could own right now?
Sometimes it would be nice to have a second car.
Yeah.
But I don't think our need is like that great yet.
Yeah, it would be cool to have like an electric car would be cool. And
Like a Tesla?
A bigger car, you know.
Like a Model X?
Uh-huh. Also a hot tub.
Ooh, yes. I wish we had a hot tub right now.
With like a deck and a TV outside and...
Because kind of even in the rainy weather, a hot tub would be nice. What do you want your next vacation to be? Like vacation, or we need to go see family vacation? Because I would like to go see family. I really want to go to the farm this year. And introduce Carter to everyone. And a lot of my relatives in Germany also have not met Carter yet. It'd be nice to introduce them to him.
Nice to go to Hawaii again. I still can think about going on a cruise.
I'm just a little bit wary of it.
I haven't heard any horror stories recently.
The Millers are on a cruise around the Caribbean right now. It looks really nice.
What are you most worried about?
Carter getting sick.
That happens like once a month.
I know, and it's so... every time it happens. I worry for him, and then he's home, and then we're trying to juggle everything, and the poor boy doesn't feel good.
And then
it's
we
a lot.
get sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's a never-ending cycle. Worry about the pandemic never ending. What is one amazing thing you expect to do in the coming year?
I don't know. Is that depressing? I will read more books.
More?
Yes, there's more books coming out this next year that I am quite excited for. Sarah J. Maas is coming out with her second Crescent City book. There's more, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. I have like a whole calendar of them. And I mean, maybe would we buy a second car this year? I don't know. Maybe if like the pandemic ends this year, then we would look into getting a second car, maybe. Except then we really wouldn't need it because our offices are like right next to each other now. It's only complicated right now when like Chase goes into the office and then I have to stay home, and that's the only time we're like farther apart even.
Just to have the safety of it. It's like, oh, if I go into the office and you're at home, but I can't pick up Carter or something.
Yeah, I could see that. So maybe we would consider buying a second car this year. Would that be an amazing thing? I know an amazing thing. We'll go to the farm. We will introduce Carter to everyone, right? The farm's like isolated enough. We could take Carter there.
Have to go on a plane.
That's terrifying. Carter is a little difficult to keep entertained, and bringing him on a longer plane journey across the country would be difficult. Maybe we'll try him on the shorter plane journey to my dad's house first? Maybe. We'll see. No commitments, people. I'm not committing to anything or planning anything right now. There's too much going on. What is your favorite recent memory? I liked going to the aquarium with Dad and Jeff and Granny. That was fun.
I like going to the Kraken game with you.
Oh yes, that was cool. We went to go see the Seattle Kraken play against the Minnesota Wild back in November. We went to the new Climate Pledge Arena. Freshly renovated, state of the art. Very cool.
What were the top 3 accomplishments from the last year? I got a new job. Still playing hockey. Carter is still healthy and learning.
Successfully raised a child for another year. I mean, you guys aren't gonna understand what it is, but I did a whole bunch of stuff at work this year. I created an entire new billing service that went up and running in like March. And then after that, I created another entire new service, our delete processors. So those were 2 pretty big accomplishments for me. Oh, third accomplishment, I figured out how to take my bank account out of dormancy.
Oh my god.
I got up the courage to figure it out, and I did it. And I know that seems really small and dumb that that's such an accomplishment, but I was avoiding it for a very long time and terrified of making a phone call, pretty much. But I did it, and it's done, and I don't have to think about it anymore. What made you laugh the hardest most recently? Probably something to do with Carter and his craziness. I don't know, I don't remember laughing like super crazy hard lately. We need to have another game night. Game nights were where we always like really got in all of our giggles. Hard to have friends over in a pandemic. What are your life goals at the moment? And did you make any progress on them? I still want to become an author someday, but I think I wrote maybe for a collective of like 5 hours for the entire year. So did I make progress on it? No. But someday. We moved into our new house this year. That was like a life goal to get a house, and we did that. I still wouldn't exactly call it like our dream house though. It would be like a life goal to like kind of renovate this place a little bit and make it more suitable for us. Mm-hmm. And did we make progress on that? We replaced the toilet on the bottom floor.
We got air conditioning.
Yes, we got air conditioning too. Mm-hmm. So baby steps, little tiny baby steps. We bought the house, and now we need to figure it out, I guess.
I have career goals.
Yeah, you want to have people like respect you at work. Be an expert. We both became senior software engineers at our respective jobs this year.
I want to get the house more homely.
Settle in more.
Mm-hmm.
Organize stuff.
Put stuff on the walls.
So we have a few things on the walls. What are your wishes for the upcoming year?
Pandemic to go away. I think it will help once young kids like Carter can get vaccinated.
I want to get a raise. I think my job is underpaying me for the job that I have and the job that I do. I want to fix all my work problems, and I wish that Carter would stop tearing everything apart, although I don't really realistically think that's gonna happen. And I wish that meal times would be a little bit easier with Carter, because those this year have been very difficult. There's been a lot of thrown food, and it is not easy to clean up our dining room. What do you think you will be doing this time next year?
Sitting here in this exact spot with the tree in the back. It looked the exact same. Lights on the post.
Just a year older. I hope that this time next year we will be going into our work offices every day. Like, not working from home anymore. Actually, like, leaving the house, going into the office.
You want to go in every day?
Like, maybe I would like to work from home on, like, Fridays or something. But, I mean, just, like, generally back into the flow of, like, leaving the house every day to go work and not having all of your chores surrounding you and never seeing your coworkers in person and things like that. Where do you think you will be in 5 and 10 years from now? Here. Same thing, same house, probably still working at Microsoft.
I'm at a startup. I don't know if they'll... Who knows what they could be in 5 years. If they're still around in 10 years, then they'll definitely be public in 10 years, I think.
What do you think will change about you over the next year? How do you want to grow?
I want to shrink. I gotta say that every year.
I want to improve my mental health and be generally happier with my life. And I don't think that means like buying a bunch of things or changing my job or making a ton of new friends or anything. I think it's more of like finding the right mindset for me. I have some issues with routines and schedules sometimes, but yeah, just a more kind of way to go about my life that I can be more satisfied with, I guess.
I want to make a bigger impact at work.
Where will you be living next year?
Here.
In 5 and 10 years from now?
We will be here.
Here. I don't want to move. What is one piece of advice you would give your future self? It is okay to not finish a book. It's okay. You can put it down and stop reading it if you're not enjoying it. I have read over 230 new books this year. Not counting rereads that I do, because I reread books all the time anyways. And some of them were difficult to get through, and I have other books that like I'd like to have read instead, if that makes any sense. And there's only so many books that I'll be able to read in my lifetime. I won't be able to get to them all. So if you're not enjoying the book that you're reading, it is okay to put it down.
It's okay to take time off, just to take time off. Or if you need to get something done or run errands, or it's okay to just take a day off.
That's it for our Time Capsule Questions 2021. And we will see you for the regular vlog tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.